Hey guys, how you doing? We thought we'd have you back in the shop today. It's been a while since I made a video. I've been working a lot. I run heavy equipment. I'm an excavator operator, run loaders and haul trucks, and we've been busy. Plus, I just barely got back on my feet, I guess you could say. I had a whole bunch of surgeries on my feet, and I needed to get caught up as soon as I could work. I needed to work, and so that's where I've been. But we're back in the shop today, and I wanted to show you guys some stuff that I've been forging, been trying to get back. My shoulder's all messed up, but there's no use whining about it. I use a smaller hammer and I go to work. But sometimes it's difficult to just get to work in your shop. If you guys have a shop and a forge and you have these ideas and things you want to make, sometimes it's just a pain in the butt to get back into it. Not because you're hurting but just because it just takes practice. Turning on your imagination and forging something, being able to draw something that you want to make, and then be able to go into your shop and actually make it. Take some time, take some practice. So I'd encourage you, just get in there and try something. Now, I'm not a big dragon person, even though I look like some kind of wizard in overalls. I'm not a big dragon person, but I like forging dragons. I like forging them for a reason. And I'll have Mary come in. These are some we forged. I'm working on one today. The reason I like dragons, guys, there's no rules. If I show these to a kid or anybody, they go, "Oh, cool dragon. That's awesome. Big Johnny made a dragon. Look at he's got a Chinese goatee beard thing, twisted horns." He could have one nostril and one tooth and one eyeball, and it wouldn't matter. The fun of it is, it's a dragon. There's no rules to it. Turn your imagination on, put the scales on, and forge something. This one has a different mouth. Look at the horns are different. It started with the same bar. Those are either I have, but it's a bar. It's half by one, I believe. Okay, that's what the head and the whole body started as. This one, if you look, has a pot belly. It's holding the skull of somebody he ate. You know what I mean? Here's a sword out of a nail. That's from what this dude tried, right? You know, it's just something fun. This is a duplex head nail, flattened out, makes a cool looking sword. They got a whole plate of turtles here to eat. But what I'm trying to get at, I guess, is just to sometimes forge something that has no rules. You know, curls, and nature has different lines that they're not all the same. Some are symmetrical, some are just whatever your imagination can do. These blocks I was forging today, this one's another skull. The proportions aren't right. I'm not anywhere near done. I still got a lot to do. I was wanting to make another, a friend of mine saw this skeleton key that I made. He thought it was really cool, and I thought, oh, I'll make him one. So that's the skull and where the key will be on that. But you really just have to learn how to turn your imaginations on. I know I say that a lot, but it's tricky to do. And start forging. If you can't see it, or you can use the clay, like you guys have seen me do several times. Use a piece of clay. Use the same tools in your shop if it's cold. The other day at work, it was 8 degrees when we started work. It was cold. Okay, if your shop is cold, take a piece of clay, take some of your tools, take them inside by the fireplace, start playing with the clay with the same tools. If you can make it out of clay, I can make it out of steel. And so can you. Practice in the clay. Let the clay be what turns your imagination. I don't know what imagination is. But let it turn it back on and start forging, start thinking. Now, I'm not a knife builder. I've built a lot of knives. A lot of people come to me and they find out that I blacksmith, that I got forges, I got anvils, I got tools, I got power hammers, I got fly press. I got all kinds of stuff, tools, not junk, tools. I got some junk, but I got tools, treasures. So get out, try something, forge something. Knives have different rules. Horses. I used to try and forge horses. Horses are difficult. My parents raised horses. Horses have very distinct jaw lines. They have very distinct nose lines, eye placement. All has to be very correct, or it never looks like a horse. It looks like this bucket-headed thing that a kid might say it's a horse, but a horseman or somebody like that would look at it and go, "Oh, that's an ugly horse." But there's no ugly dragons. So if you are kind of stuck in that rut a little bit, or you just want to try something and it's not looking like what you want, try a dragon that only has one nostril. Practice just getting the metal to stretch. This is one that's in the works. I'm just playing. I'm getting my shoulder to work. But look how far can you stretch the nose? How far can you stretch that lip? Can you put teeth in it? You know, how far can you stretch these eyeballs? This is only half by half. There's already a lot of detail going on. Now, knowing what I do with the clay, I'm going to make a cut right here, about a 1/4 inch deep. And then I'll bend this bar until I can get a saw in. And then I will go down, but I'll bend it open, and then I'll cut up to here. And I'll cut in the middle with the hot chisel, and I'll have these big old horns I can stretch out of here. That's part of turning your imagination on, or playing with the clay if you're visual, if you need it visually to see how this is going to unfold. But I hope you guys are forging. I hope you're having fun. I'm going to get back into the videos. I've missed doing the videos. Like I said, I'm going to bore you with all the crap I've been through. But I'm back in the shop. I'm back walking around. I'm back working. I'm caught back up on things I needed to. I'm excited to get back in the shop. And we're going to do a couple instructional videos. I'm going to involve my son in those, and about annealing and hardening and tempering, and some more like instructional stuff. If you have something that you have a question about, please comment about your question. Let me know if there's something you're stuck on, if there's something you're not quite understanding. You know, as simple as a lot of knife guys, or anybody that comes to the shop wants to build a knife. Kid walks in, he wants to build this 5-foot sword. I'm like, holy crap. You don't even know how to hammer yet. You don't even know how to taper. You don't even know. They just grab a piece of steel. And you have to explain to them about high carbon and all kinds, and wrought iron and all kinds of different stuff. You have to explain and understand that you have to start with what you want to finish with. If you want a high carbon knife, you need to start with high carbon steel. You need to anneal it, you need to work it, you need to understand how it all works. So I'm going to do some of those videos where I used to teach. I would explain to students, you know, how do you weld it if you don't know what it is? If you can't tell the difference between aluminum and a piece of stainless, you sure as crap aren't going to be able to weld it or fix it. So I'm going to do some of those instructional videos. We'll see how you guys like them. And keep doing some stuff in the shop. But again, I hope you're having fun. I hope you're forging something. I hope you're turning on your imagination. Like I said, use the clay. You ain't got to burn up iron and coal or induction electricity, anything, gas, whatever you're using. Use the clay, try it, learn your steps, learn your process, and let it try, practice. And hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I see lots of comments on them, and I appreciate it. We appreciate it. So from our channel of Let's Go Blacksmithing and Adventures, thank you, and we'll keep going. So let's go.